Alrighty, UFC has concluded for 2025. We are moving into the Paramount era come 2026, but I'm here to give you the recap, reaction, breakdown, fights to make afterwards of the final event of Brandon Royval taking on Manel Kape. And if you're curious, you want to stick around, maybe you enjoy the vibes, 2026 is going to be a big year. 2025 has been a shitty year for the Barry Ben, but life, it happens and we move on. That's we take it on the chin, we keep on moving forward. That's how we move on this channel. But with that being said, moving into 2026, I've got a lot of videos, ideas basically in the bin here. My camera is deciding not to focus. You might hear my heater in the background. A lot of stuff going on. I got work in the morning, so I'm going to be speed running a bunch of these breakdowns. But I got a lot of video ideas planned and everything, so don't worry. I'll be keeping the channel fed with content, even though we're going on a 6-week break. Yeah, I did try to stream this for the main card. Why won't my camera focus? What the fuck? Why is it not focusing? There we go. But yeah, basically, I tried to stream this card, got a nosebleed, second one in a day, and I'm still recovering from sickness. Therefore, I edited a little early. But of course, I'll leave it up on the channel if anyone wants to go rewatch it. However, that being said, this event was pretty aight. It was pretty mid. There was a lot of duds, some good ones. And yeah, let's get into it. Jamie Lynn Horst taking on Therese. Also, I still went technically positive for the end of the year, so we'll take it. Okay. So if you feel like sticking around, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You know how it goes. Corporate's reached out. We needed those likes up on the video. But with that being said, let's get into the card. Jamie Lynn Horst took on Teresa Bleda. I went with Jamie Lynn Horst, mainly because the coin did. And if you don't know, I do a very high-tech level method of picking my women's fights. And that's just coin flipping them. However, this card, I made a note to pick only the Canadian women. And I think the coin went 1-1, so it didn't really affect my serious picks. So we take it. That's why we use the coin, baby. So yeah, Jamie Lynn Horst. I picked because she's Canadian, and hey, my country will have its day. For now, women are our best fighters, okay? We will have our day, but we will let the women do the battling for us for now, okay? That's just how it goes. We move on to real fights. Well, not yet. Alan Fry took on Pat, whatever the fuck this guy's first name is. Debuts. I watch UFC. I don't watch PF. No one asked. I don't watch LF. No one cares. I watch UFC. These guys were debuts. Both of these guys are dog shit. Let me just make that clear. Alan Fry, I don't think knows what sport he's in. Like, he clinched a little bit, and his boxing might be, pound for pound, some of the worst. He fought like a women's MMA, unranked, like, featherweight. Just to put it out there. He literally, genuinely has worse technique than some women in the featherweight division. So, yeah, Alan Fry is dog shit. Will never be anything. And probably just cut him from the sport. This Pat guy is a little bit like... This is the fight I'm thinking of. Honestly, this was like if Sean Brady ever fought fucking Gregory Rodriguez, Like, this was the Temu version of that. Pat looks a lot like Gregory Rodriguez. In this photo, it looks like he has hair. I promise you he does not. He only knows how to throw hooks. I don't think he knew how to do anything in this fight other than throw hooks. He spammed hooks, got clinched. I think he lost, or I guess he won the first round. Lost the second because he got taken down, I think, and then won the third. I don't know. It was something like that. These guys are bums. Both of these guys are dog shit. Yeah, give Pat Chonkla Peppa Pig, as Walter Walker calls him. Give him Chris Barnett. Give Chris Barnett a nice layup. And then cut Alan Fry. No one cares. Moving on, Melissa Croden took it on Luana Santos. Luana Santos just kept on getting the same throw on Croden. Croden had no idea what she was doing on the ground. Unfortunate, because, Women fighters are typically pretty good from my country, but we shit the bed this time around. It is what it is. We move on to real fights. Oh my god, actual real fights, if you can call it that. Sean Sheriff took on Steve Asplund. You know? I feel like I don't really need to say that much after saying Asplund, but, you know, Steve Asplund, even though he does look like a bag of flesh, and I mean that literally, if you don't know what I'm talking about, dude's got the baggiest skin of all time, but I respect it. Hey, former fat kid, still on the weight loss journey. We'll get down there. We'll get to lightweight. You know, goals lightweight by the end of 2026 here. But anyways, yeah, okay. Most of this fight was in round 1. I mean, round 2 was kind of a heater, no? Yeah, this fight was kind of sick for a heavyweight fight. This was like when you have two heavyweights that are just volume strikers. Like, it's not a Derek Lewis, oh, if he touches you, you die. And it's not like Curtis Blades, where this guy's well-rounded, or Jolton Almeida, where this guy's, like, only in the grappling. This was like you have two volume strikers. Sean Sheriff, I think, like, his claim to fame is basically beating the shit out of a Tafa brother in round 1, and then he lost. And then Steve Asplund's claim to fame was his, like, 15-second KO on the Contender Series. Asplund, I do think, actually hits decently hard. I mean, for a heavyweight, probably not as much, but in general, like, he'll chin people who don't have okay chins. In round 1, I think. He does stand very tall, but this fight was like Sean Sheriff had no idea how to get past the jab, and Asplund just smothered him with his ass-plunding, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to root for Asplund, because I don't know. Yeah, get him, Asplund. You know, just, it doesn't hit the same as, yeah, Aspinall, get him. Yeah, Cyril Gunn. Kill him, Curtis Blades, you know? Yeah, beat his ass, Asplund. I don't know, it just doesn't really hit the same, but maybe I just gotta grow into the Asplunding, you know? Yeah. Asplunding did what he needed to do, and he just smothered Sean Sheriff. Sean Sheriff is tough as shit, to be fair. Dude does not know what a treadmill is. He's never heard of it. But yeah, Steve Asplund looks like he's got decent cardio. Very stiff head movement. So, like, a Derek Lewis would kill him. But, like, Asplund probably beats. Dude, Asplund could make it far, to be honest. You know, I reckon he beats, like, Rizvan Kuniev. I reckon he beats Shamil Gaziev, to be honest with you. You know, Steve Asplund, Shamil, find out who the real blob is, okay? Moving on, we have Sean Sheriff just cut him. He's 4-2, lost 2 fights in the UFC, get him out. Joe Anderson Brito taking on Isaac Thompson. I don't think I mentioned it in the video. I picked Joe Anderson Brito. I did it on Topology like the last minute because I didn't know this fight fell out. I think this was supposed to be some other bum. Dude, this Isaac Thompson kid's good. He's good. I think he's like 23. Needs more time to cook in the oven. He's fucking good, though. You know, he was snappy. Didn't drop Joe Anderson Brito, but caught some kicks. Did well. Joe Anderson was just able to out-muscle Isaac and, like, out-cardio Isaac in a lot of moments. Despite this, like, the total strikes, Joe Anderson Brito did do enough, I think, in round 2 and 3, if I remember correctly, to sort of weather the Isaac Thompson storm. Isaac was doing his thing in round 1, getting takedowns, doing well, and then Joe Anderson Brito in, like, round 2 and 3 was just able to out-muscle Isaac Thompson, reverse positions. I think Joe Anderson Brito got taken down at one point, and then he just reversed that takedown, like, with 2 minutes to go or something, and he just barely stole that round. So Joe Anderson Brito, still crafty, still hits hard, did well against Isaac Thompson. Maybe full camp Isaac Thompson could beat Brito, and I'm kind of hopping off this Brito's dangerous thing. He sounds like he hits like a truck, but it might be a Khalil Roundtree situation where he actually doesn't hit that hard, despite him having TKO wins over, like, Jack Shore. I think there was an injury, though. I don't know. Regardless, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was an injury. It was like a broken leg or something, broken arm, some shit like that. But regardless, yeah, Joanderson Brito's good. I don't think he's ever going to be ranked at featherweight. And featherweight's getting stacked. This Isaac Thompson guy is fucking good. So I'll be interested to see where his career takes off. Keep him around. Give him like give him like Melsik Bogdasarian or like some dog shit featherweight that he can beat up. And then Joe Anderson Maritu, give him another give him like Giga, to be honest. I think that's fair. Giga's outside the rankings now. I think that's fair if Giga wants to still fight. Moving on. Neil Magny taking on Yara. Yeah, that guy. Asmoev. I went with good old Kenny Okoye here. And that's mainly because I was really, really hoping that for Christmas we would have a Neil Magny win. We didn't. Also, I don't know who this Yaroslav guy is. Apparently he's a good grappler. Showcased good, sneaky submissions, but he was getting pieced up by Magny early, and it was looking like a crafty vet win. But yeah, Amoslav took over in the later round, or in the later part of the round, getting a takedown, and then just being able to sneakily get a Darce choke in, and then at some point, Neil Magny was just like, yeah, I'm not getting out of this, and tapped out. I don't even think it was in. I just think like he knew he was kind of fucked because there's no way for him to get out. But yeah, we move on. King Green took on Lance Gibson Jr. This was my Christmas present. Okay. I asked for it. We got a prime Bobby Green here. Dude, he beats Islam in the rematch. I'm going to start that narrative. I'm pushing that narrative. I don't care. Alright, he got Kimura in round 1, short notice, 5 days. Dude, I'm telling you, King Green, full camp, beats Islam Makhachev. It's not going to be popular, but I'll be the one to bear that flag, okay? I'll bear that cross. Alright? Bobby Green literally looked like he was prime Green. I love, dude. Oh, I'm going to be doing, there's going to be some tier lists coming up for fucking Christmas. Or I guess around that time. And Bobby Green's probably going to make a couple appearances. Dude, Bobby Green's still one of the greatest fighters to watch, you know? Just the way he, like, dude, he's just got fucking aura at 40 years old, bro. Even after being chinned, I think twice this year, this guy still got fucking aura, bro. Still walks in like he owns the place, bro. God damn, man. And he still hits like a truck. He was beating the shit out of Lance Gibson. I think every round goes to King Green. This is a split decision. Bullshit split, by the way. And I think Downey Dan wasn't letting Bobby Green put his toes in the cage to, like, reverse a takedown. Because he got taken down, like, yeah, twice. Yeah, that makes sense. But when he got taken down, he tried to do the thing where you put your toes in the cage and kick off. And Downey Dan was not letting it happen. Fuck Downey Dan Murgliata. Not letting King Green, not letting a brother do his thing, okay? But Lance Gibson, yeah, he just didn't know what he was doing in there. Dude, Green sunned him. He literally sunned this guy. Yeah. I think he eye poked him at one point, but it was like an accident. Or it might have been a groin shot. At some point in round 2, I want to say. But dude, round 1, 2, and 3, Bobby Green was just ahead everywhere. He was landing a jab, landing a 1-2, and Lance just couldn't find the mark. And there was moments where I was like, you know, Green, please don't get chinned out of nowhere. And he survived, man. He took some big shots, too. That's the thing with Green, man. He's got a crimson chin, but dude still got a blockhead somehow. You know? I don't know. He's built like that. So Bobby Green gets it done again. Yeah, I mean, Bobby Green fucking keeping him around for another... I don't know. What do you do now? Who's a fun... Dude, give him like Nate the Train just for fun at lightweight. Why not? Why not? Why not? Just do it. Why not? You know, give him fucking... Yeah, I don't know. Give Bobby Green whatever the fuck he wants, to be honest. Give him Islam Makhachev at this point. He probably beats him. But yeah, Lance Gibson Jr. fucking sucks. Get him out of the UFC. Moving on, Kennedy Nzechukwu took on Marcus Buchecha. I went with Kennedy. This fight was a rough one to watch. I mean, Kennedy... I went with Kennedy for the pure, simple reason as If Kennedy lands 1-2 down the pipe, he KOs Marcus Buchecha, and Marcus Buchecha sucks. Turns out Kennedy still has his prime IQ of 17. This guy's IQ is lower than rocks on this planet. I genuinely don't think there's a brain cell left in that fucking thick skull of Kennedy's. But he is still dumb as shit. Round 1, I don't know how they scored from, other than maybe damage or something. Because Marcus Buchecha got takedown. He got like 4... Okay, I thought he got like 4 takedowns. Maybe he didn't. But yeah, he's taking down Kennedy, and he was doing well in round 1. Round 2, Kennedy eye poked after groin shotting, I think earlier in the previous round, and then lost the point, and then also got taken down. So that's where the 10-8 comes from on the Marcus Buchecha side. And then in round 3, I literally look away from my screen, look back, and Kennedy's just got his fucking ass right on Marcus Buchecha's face, and I legit thought he needed a finish because I thought they for sure gave Buchecha round 1. And Kennedy's over here elbowing the ass cheek of Buchecha. I don't get it. Yeah, man. Anyways, so I just thought this guy was dumber than a bag of bricks. They announced the scorecards. I guess they gave round 1 and 3, I agree with, for Kennedy. And Buchecha got a 10-8 in round 2 because of the point deduction. It's a draw. I don't care. Cut both of them. They're both shit. Moving on to sick fight. That was probably the best fight on the card, and it lasted a minute. Melquizael Acosta took on Morgan Charrier. I picked Melquizael Acosta. And that's just because I've been disrespecting him. If I was like on the Costa train, I might have picked Morgan Charrier. But I think I've picked against Costa in every fight. Costa's fucking good. I know he's good. And I picked him because if anyone was going to get a finish, I thought it was going to be Costa. And if we're looking in like a round 3, like outside of round 3, and round 1 and 2, I thought for sure Costa was going to dominate. And in round 1, he did. He dominated the fuck out of Morgan, landed some nice body kicks, and then threw up a head kick. Right as I said it on a live stream too. I was like, you know, Costa's got some whippy kicks, and he throws up the head kick, lands it perfectly on the guard, and it sleeps out Morgan Charrier cold. And people forget, man, he got slept in the Nathaniel Wood fight, and that's another reason why I didn't trust it this fight. Yeah, Morgan got slept pretty bad. Like, pretty fucking bad. So yeah, Costa, give him a ranked opponent. It's featherweight. Maybe not Kevin Vallejos, but who's like bottom ranked? The loser of Gene Silva, Arnold Allen, to be honest with you. Give him Costa. I think that's the fight to make. That'd be sick. But yeah, Morgan Charrier, still fun, still sick. He just got switched off really early. So maybe give him a little bit more approachable matchup. Like a Billy Quarantillo or some shit like that. Something easy. Something nice and easy and digestible. But yeah. We move on to the most boring fight. Cezary Olejniczuk, McCall Olejniczuk's brother, took on Cesar Almeida. I went Cesar Almeida. In hindsight, I should have went with Cezary because of the age gap and everything. I just thought this fight was going to come down to, do I think Cezary is going to turn into a grappler all of a sudden? No, his brother's more of a striker and his grappling isn't that good anyways. Turns out Cezary doesn't know what takedown defense is. Actually, that's a little harsh. Cezary did good, all things considered. It's just that I wasn't, or Almeida did good, all things considered. Cezary turned out to be able to turn into a grappler. I think he had an injured knee as well at the end of round 3. Don't know what caused it, but I think he had like a blown out knee or some shit. That's why he kept on shooting takedowns in round 3. But round 1 and 2, he secured takedowns, had 3 minutes of control time. Round 3, similar situation. Only a highlight for Almeida was that he got a reversal in round 2. Outside of that, he landed some big shots in round 2. Wasn't able to do much because Cesary's Polish, and Polish people have that Polish buff where their chin HP is just maxed out at birth. And because Cesary's young, he's got time, you know? So, yeah, Almeida is still good, and I think he's still good to have for You know, if you're cleaning out the division, you're looking for those people on 2, 3 fight losing streaks, send in Cesar Almeida. For Olan Jacek, yeah, he's a little twitchy. Maybe that's a Polish thing as well. I notice a lot of Polish fighters have that, like, why Iata Unk stance. So maybe that's another Polish thing, but give him... This was a tough test for a debut, to be fair. Like, Almeida's not a bum, you know? So give Olan Jacek, like, some bums. Like, some Dylan Budka, Anatoly Turkal, Val Woodburn type matchups where, like, you know, Olan Jacek can fucking slaughter them. We move on. Giga Chikadze took on Kevin Vallejos. This, I went with Kevin Vallejos. This, to me, was an easy read. And that's mainly because I'm a newer fan of the sport. I've only been watching for 3 years, and in those 3 years, like with certain fighters like Calvin Kattar and shit, I, as a fan, have not watched Giga Chikadze live and been like, yeah, this guy wins his next fight via this method. You know? It's just one of those things as a young blood, I've never seen this guy do well. Like, yeah, he's been up on, like, a round or something against Arnold Allen, but he doesn't do anything that good. You know? Like, if I was called by the UFC and, hey, kid, you're taking on Giga Chikadze, I'm not shitting myself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, that's gonna be fucking easy for a ranked matchup, you know? And Kevin Vallejos, while he's young and inexperienced, and I get some people were picking against him because of that, Giga Chikadze just isn't that good, you know? Like, he's open on the feet when he strikes. His boxing is kind of horrendous to look at. His chrome dome is very easy to hit. It's like a fucking... It's like Rudolph's red nose. Like, you're just gonna see it in plain sight. Like, you're gonna see it no matter what. And then his kicks are good. He's a little bit like a shit Yair. And I think a shit Yair doesn't even make it even close to the rankings in the UFC. You know? And I don't think he's ever been chinned before. But I don't think I predicted a Kevin Vallejos KO. But I could have seen it because he's been getting cracked more often. He's just not eating damage the same. He's not throwing the same. He's looking weaker out there for a featherweight. Don't like that. Like, other than size, he had nothing going for him in this fight against Kevin Vallejos. And that's why I picked Kevin. You know, in round 1, I give to Giga, but it doesn't matter because he got shinned in round 2. And yeah, Giga tried oral farming as well. He tried to be like, huh, that didn't hurt me. Immediately gets slept afterwards by spinning fucking elbow. Good job, Giga. Fucking reap. Anyways, moving on. I got coal for Christmas, man. Fuck. I picked Brandon Royval. Dude, how did he get chinned like that? How dog shit is Joshua Van? Like, what? How the fuck did Brandon Royval get chinned like that, man? This pisses me off. For transparency, I did have $30 on Brandon Royval. He was a heavy underdog. I couldn't miss it, you know? Brandon Royval, you're giving me raw dog at the end of the year as an underdog. And he was a 3-1 under. Give me that shit. Anyways, yeah, but I was wrong on the prediction. I guess the script was in. Like, dude, Royval was beating the shit out of Manel Kape on the feet. He was... these numbers are bullshit. I don't believe this for a second. Royval was landing good body kicks. He landed some nice calf kicks. He was going calf kick for calf kick. He landed some nice jabs. Barely missed some of the hooks. And just as they were, like, getting scrappy, Brandon Royval backs up against the cage, and he gets fucking chinned. Like, chinned. That's bad. That's very bad at flyweight. Getting switched off like that early into a fight. I really don't like that for the future of Royval's career. And yeah, he got switched off immediately, and then he switched on immediately, which was good, and Manel Kape starts landing ground and pound, and he switches off again, and then he switched back on, and then the ref was just like, yeah, we're done here. I get the stoppage. I don't think it was that early. Pisses me off. Brandon Royval was doing so well, and I was at least excited for a 5-round scrap, because I think I had Royval by decision as a pick, but as a bet, I just bet moneyline. But yeah, I got coal for Christmas, I guess. Fuck, man. I guess asking for Royval and King Green to win is a little too much on the bucket list, but dude, Royval is doing so well. He's been in so many wars, and I get it, but like fuck, man. Like, dude, nobody does that to Brandon Royval. This is Raw Dog Royval we're talking about, man. Fights Tyra, no problem. Fights Van, no problem. Gets dropped towards the end of round 3. Like, that's the worst that happened. But even then, like, it's not even that bad. He was still in it. Manel Kape just switched him off. Like, I'm still kind of jaw-dropped. And I'm not, like, pissed at Manel Kape at all. I mean that genuinely. I'm just genuinely shocked Royval got switched off that fast. And Manel Kape, he's cool when he's in his flow state. He's dog shit when he's not. And he's having close fights with debut fucking Felipe dos Santos. But also, he did have to cheat to beat the last 2 people he fought. Bruno Silva and fucking Asu Mabaya. Both of those ended via cheating from Manel Kape. And they ate similar shots that Royval took. Like, what? Dude, Bruno Silva's got a better chin than Royval in Big 2026? It's just a weird pill to swallow for an MMA fan. And I'm a Raw Dog fan, I'll say it. I think he's got fun fights. I like his highlights. I think he's a sick personality. And I was really, really interested to see what happens when he, uses his brain and not try to get 500 jabs in one fucking round, okay? But, yeah, this is kind of just upsetting as a Royval fan. Now, as a Manel Kape fan, and someone interested as someone who's got some wicked finishes, do I think Manel Kape deserves a title shot? No. Mainly because Pantoja deserves that rematch first, but I also think Tyra's win over... Well, actually, no. Manel Kape's win over Royval is even more impressive. Well, not really, because Royval's on a 2-fight losing streak. Moreno was on a 3-fight win streak. Or 2-fight win streak. I think you give it to Tyra, and Manel Kape's, like, second in line if Pantoja's still out. And Kape's only going to fight, like, once or twice a year anyways, so... Manel Kape's fight is next, probably, for the belt after Tyra Van. Dude, what do you do with Royval? Royval, this is a bad look, man. Like, this is a real bad look. I don't know what you do with Royval now. Fuck, man. Like, Royval Moreno again? Like, shit, bro. Royval Johnson. Hey, Royval Charles Johnson? I think I cooked with that matchup. But yeah, that's my picks. That's been my breakdown of the whole card. This was the last card of the year. Stay tuned for more videos at Barry Ben Global. But yeah, I've been through a rough year. I've been through a fucking rough year, let me tell you. But, I've got a lot of medical problems and everything. And I've still been sick. And I've been dealing with this sickness for a while. For like 2 weeks now. But... I got work in the morning, I got a shower, I gotta watch some shows. But yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, I want to thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you have a good night, a good day, a good day. Yeah, I hope you have a good day.